Always turn off the power to the range at the breaker panel before working on any electrical components. Most range cords have a 3-prong plug with wires colored green, which is ground, white, which is neutral, and black or red, which are hot. The bare copper wire or green insulated wire is the ground wire. Ranges usually have a grounding stud attached to the frame of the appliance. This stud is typically located on the back or bottom of the range. It may be marked with the green ground symbol or GND. Firmly attach the ground wire from the range cord to the grounding stud using a ring terminal and screw. Tighten the screw until the terminal is secure. If you cannot locate a grounding stud on the range, consult the manufacturer's instructions or contact a qualified electrician. It is essential to connect the ground wire properly to prevent electrical shock and potential fires. If you are not confident in performing this task, it is recommended to hire a licensed electrician. Grounding is a critical safety measure in electrical systems, providing a low resistance path for fault currents to return to the source. This path helps to quickly trip a circuit breaker or fuse, interrupting the flow of electricity and preventing electrical shock or fire. In the context of a range, grounding ensures that any stray voltage or current that may occur due to a fault within the appliance is safely diverted to the ground, rather than passing through a person who might come into contact with the range. The grounding stud is a designated point on the range's metal frame specifically designed for this purpose. It's typically a threaded bolt or screw where the ground wire from the power cord can be securely attached. The green ground symbol is a universal indicator of a grounding point, while GND is an abbreviation commonly used in electrical diagrams and equipment. When connecting the ground wire, it's essential to use a ring terminal, which is a circular connector that fits over the grounding stud and provides a secure and reliable connection. The ring terminal should be made of a conductive material, such as copper or brass, and should be properly sized to fit the stud. The screw used to secure the ring terminal should also be made of a conductive material and should be tightened firmly to ensure a good electrical connection. If the connection is loose or corroded, it may not provide a sufficient grounding path, compromising the safety of the appliance. If you're unsure about any aspect of the grounding process, it's always best to consult a qualified electrician. They have the knowledge, experience, and tools to safely and effectively ground the range, ensuring that it meets all applicable electrical codes and standards. Attempting to ground the range without proper knowledge or experience can be dangerous and may result in electrical shock, fire, or damage to the appliance. Electrical codes and standards vary depending on the location, so it's important to be aware of the specific requirements in your area. A qualified electrician can ensure that the grounding is done in accordance with these requirements. Remember that electrical work can be dangerous, and it's always better to err on the side of caution. If you're not comfortable working with electricity, don't hesitate to seek professional help. Electrical safety is not something to take lightly, and it's always worth the investment to ensure that your home and appliances are properly grounded. When working with electrical systems, it's essential to use the correct tools and equipment. This includes insulated screwdrivers, wire strippers, and a multimeter. Insulated tools help to protect you from electrical shock, while wire strippers ensure that you don't damage the wires when removing insulation. A multimeter can be used to test for voltage and continuity, helping you to identify potential problems. Before starting any electrical work, always disconnect the power at the breaker panel. This will prevent you from accidentally coming into contact with live wires. It's also a good idea to wear safety glasses and gloves to protect your eyes and hands. When working with wires, make sure to use the correct size and type of wire for the application. Using the wrong wire can overload the circuit and cause a fire. It's also important to properly connect the wires, using wire connectors or soldering to ensure a secure and reliable connection. Never leave bare wires exposed, as they can pose a shock hazard. Always cover them with electrical tape or wire connectors. When working with outlets and switches, make sure to follow the manufacturer's instructions. This will help you to avoid making mistakes that could damage the device or create a safety hazard. It's also important to test the outlet or switch after you've installed it to make sure it's working properly. If you're not sure how to do something, don't guess. Consult a qualified electrician. They can answer your questions and provide guidance on how to safely and effectively complete the task. Electrical work is not something to take lightly. It's important to be careful and to follow all safety precautions. By doing so, you can help to prevent electrical shock, fire, and other hazards. When dealing with electrical appliances, understanding the role of grounding is paramount. Grounding, also known as earthing, is a safety measure designed to protect individuals from electrical shock and prevent damage to equipment. In essence, it provides a low-resistance path for stray electrical currents to flow back to the source, tripping a circuit breaker or fuse and cutting off the power supply. This prevents the current from flowing through a person who might come into contact with the appliance. The ground wire, typically green or bare copper, is connected to the appliance's metal chassis or frame and then to the grounding system of the building. This system is usually connected to a metal rod driven into the earth or to the metal water pipes entering the building, providing a direct connection to the ground. When a fault occurs within the appliance, such as a wire coming loose and touching the metal case, the stray current will flow through the ground wire back to the source. This creates a large current flow, which quickly trips the circuit breaker or fuse, disconnecting the power and preventing a dangerous electrical shock. Without proper grounding, a stray current could flow through a person who touches the appliance, resulting in a potentially fatal electrical shock. Grounding also helps to protect sensitive electronic components from damage caused by voltage surges or static electricity. By providing a path for these surges to dissipate, grounding prevents them from damaging the delicate circuitry within the appliance. In the context of a range, grounding is particularly important due to the high voltage and current involved in its operation. A faulty range can pose a significant electrical hazard if not properly grounded. The grounding stud in the range is specifically designed for connecting the ground wire from the power cord. It is typically located on the back or bottom of the range and is often marked with a ground symbol or the letters G and D. The ground wire from the power cord should be securely attached to the grounding stud using a ring terminal and screw. The ring terminal provides a reliable connection and prevents the wire from coming loose over time. It is important to ensure that the connection is tight and that the screw is properly tightened. If the connection is loose or corroded, it may not provide an adequate grounding path, compromising the safety of the appliance. If you are unsure about how to properly ground your range, it is always best to consult a qualified electrician. They have the knowledge and experience to ensure that the grounding is done correctly and that your appliance is safe to use. Remember, electrical safety is not something to take lightly. Always take the necessary precautions to protect yourself and your family from electrical hazards. Firstly, ensure the power is off. Secondly, identify the ground wire. Thirdly, locate the grounding stud. And fourthly, connect the ground wire to the stud using a ring terminal and screw. When dealing with electrical work, it's crucial to prioritize safety above all else. Before undertaking any electrical task, always disconnect the power supply to the circuit or appliance you'll be working on. This can be done by switching off the corresponding circuit breaker at the main electrical panel. To ensure that the power is indeed off, use a non-contact voltage tester to check for the presence of voltage in the wires or terminals you'll be working with. These testers can detect voltage without making direct contact with the wires, providing an extra layer of safety. Once you've confirmed that the power is off, take the time to carefully inspect the wires and components for any signs of damage, such as frayed insulation, corrosion, or loose connections. Damaged wires or components can pose a safety hazard and should be repaired or replaced before proceeding with the work. When working with wires, always use insulated tools to prevent accidental electrical shock. Insulated screwdrivers, pliers, and wire strippers are essential for safe electrical work. Avoid wearing metal jewelry or clothing while working with electricity, as these can conduct electricity and increase the risk of shock. If you're working in a damp or wet environment, take extra precautions to prevent electrical shock. Wear rubber gloves and boots to insulate yourself from the ground, and avoid touching any metal objects while working with electricity. If you are not comfortable working with electricity, or if you're unsure about any aspect of the task, it's always best to consult a qualified electrician. They have the knowledge, skills, and experience to safely and effectively handle electrical work. Remember, electrical work can be dangerous, and it's important to take the necessary precautions to protect yourself and others from harm. When it comes to grounding electrical systems, several important concepts and practices are essential to understand. Firstly, grounding, also known as earthing, is the process of connecting electrical circuits and equipment to the earth, providing a low-resistance path for fault currents to flow back to the source. This helps to prevent electrical shock and protect equipment from damage. Secondly, the grounding electrode is a conductive object, such as a metal rubber plate, buried in the earth to provide a connection to the ground. The grounding electrode should be made of a corrosion-resistant material, such as copper or galvanized steel, and should be installed in a location where it will be in contact with the earth at all times. Thirdly, the grounding conductor is a wire that connects the electrical circuit or equipment to the grounding electrode. The grounding conductor should be sized according to the National Electrical Code NEC Table 250.122, which specifies the minimum size of grounding conductors based on the size of the overcurrent protection device circuit breaker or fuse protecting the circuit. Fourthly, the equipment grounding conductor EGC is a wire that connects the non-current carrying metal parts of electrical equipment, such as enclosures, raceways, and motor frames, to the grounding system. EGC provides a path for fault currents to flow back to the source, tripping the circuit breaker or fuse and preventing electrical shock. Fifthly, the neutral conductor is a wire that carries the unbalanced current from the load back to the source in a three-wire electrical system. The neutral conductor is typically grounded at the service entrance, providing a reference point for the voltage in the system. Sixthly, ground fault circuit interrupters GFCIs are devices that detect small ground faults and quickly interrupt the circuit, preventing electrical shock. GFCIs are required in many locations, such as bathrooms, kitchens, and outdoor areas, where there is a high risk of electrical shock. Seventhly, bonding is the process of connecting all non-current carrying metal parts of an electrical system together, creating a low impedance path for fault currents to flow back to the source. Bonding helps to prevent voltage differences between metal parts, which can cause electrical shock. Eighthly, surge protection devices SPD are devices that protect electrical equipment from voltage surges caused by lightning, power line disturbances, or switching operations. SPD divert the surge current to ground, preventing it from damaging sensitive electronic components. Ninthly, it is important to follow all applicable electrical codes and standards when grounding electrical systems. The NEC provides detailed requirements for grounding electrical systems, and it is essential to comply with these requirements to ensure the safety of people and property. Tenthly, if you are not qualified to perform electrical work, it is always best to consult a qualified electrician. They have the knowledge, skills, and experience to safely and effectively ground electrical systems.